Happy Pfeifer Friday video. I have a guest today, Shane Essig with Goosehead Insurance. We're going to talk about insurance. At the end of last year, we had about 1,000 households that were affected. Some of them lost their homes in the Marshall Fire in Louisville and Superior, Colorado. So today, what we're going to talk about is homeowners insurance. Have you looked at your policy lately? A lot of people need to be reminded maybe that this is the time to look at it. So Shane, let's talk about what is homeowners insurance just in general right now.
Homeowners insurance is going to protect your dwelling, your structure for things like fire, lightning, explosion, wind, hail, civil commotion, a lot of different items, as well as personal property and liability itself.
Okay.
You can endorse it for more items, but a base policy is going to have structure, personal property, as well as liability.
Okay. And tell me how are limits just really determined?
So for the home, on the structure side, we'll go through a reconstruction calculator. Every carrier is going to have their own reconstruction calculator that they utilize, but that should be looked at sometimes yearly, because right now with the current inflation that's happening and cost of construction, Inflation Guard is not keeping pace. So it's really imperative that it is reviewed yearly at this moment.
What other things have affected just that coverage piece of, if you will?
Labor market has changed. Of course, materials have gone through the roof also. I usually recommend in a perfect market before every 3 years evaluating, because Inflation Guard would usually keep pace. But if you have a home from 1999 and you haven't looked at your insurance in a long time, you're way overdue.
Okay, so maybe that should be on everyone's to-do list, is to contact their insurance carrier and or you and have an insurance review. Okay, so what do people do these days to get prepared? What should I do? Should I take pictures of my stuff in the stuff I have in my house? What do you suggest?
I definitely recommend that. I mean, nowadays between the phone and the quick videos we can take, go through every room in your home, video it, even open the drawers within the kitchen, within your closets. You'd be surprised at the time of loss what you owned that you didn't even realize you had, because you're going through the claim process. And it also provides proof back to the insurance company of what you owned.
Is there anything homeowners insurance doesn't cover?
You're not going to be covered for flood. You're not going to be covered for general wear and tear. You're not going to be covered for nuclear war, earthquake. There's a lot of items that aren't there. Now, there are certain policies you can buy or add on depending on the carrier. Okay. Flood is a big thing to look at. We're all in a flood zone, whether or not it's actually a high risk and required by the mortgage company, but flood insurance is something you should be mindful of. Back in 2013, we had a massive rainstorm, and all those 100-year floodplains, they showed their locations, and a lot of people had floods and no coverage.
Share with our viewers today. Tell them your phone number. How should they contact you?
My name is Shane Essig with Goosehead Insurance. My wife and I own the agency out of Brighton, Colorado. I can be reached at 720-721-3195 or shaneessig.com. Give me a call. We'll do a confidential insurance review and make sure you're on the right path to success.
Hey, thanks for watching Pfeifer Friday. Have a great weekend. And remember, like me on Facebook, like me on YouTube, and we'll see you next Friday.